All right, what is up, beautiful people? I am here to share some of my experiences while I'm here on course um, with some of these Ayurvedic therapies that I've tried out. And this one, I'm going to be covering Marma Therapy. If you've ever heard of Marma Therapy or Marma Points, I had some Marma Therapy done. I've heard of this Marma thing before. I didn't really know what it was. I didn't know what Marma Therapy was, but I decided to go in. And a lady by the name of Linda, I got referred to, and it involves points on the body, the face, and those get activated with oils, stimulated with oils, and it's very, very, very gentle. So how it played out was that, I lie down, set myself up, did some pranayama before starting the session. And I actually picked out the oil on myself, closed my eyes, and she kind of waved oils around, and whichever ones resonated with me is the ones I said, oh yeah, I like that one. So I actually ended up intuitively picking one that was kind of suited towards my root chakra. So I guess the body knows what it needs, and maybe my root chakra needed addressing or grounding or something like that. And the oil gets placed, I guess, on these marma points on the body, very gently rubbed in, maybe 3, 5, or 7 circles, like 1, 2, 3, held, and that's it. And then it gets to sit there for a bit, I guess marinate there, and then moved on, and then kind of sits there, marinates for a bit, maybe for I don't know how long. My eyes were closed, but there's a period of time in between each point, and those get done throughout the body. I think the session lasted maybe about half an hour or maybe a bit longer, and all those points I covered: the feet, the arms. I did like for my chest as well too. I think that was because I have some respiratory stuff clearing out. So she did that for me too as well. But I found it really interesting. It's very delicate. Everything that is Maharishi Ayurveda is done super, 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 super delicate. Almost to the point where, like, do you even know if this is working? But it's done on a very, very subtle level. I can't say if I did feel any difference or not. But what I do know is that the oil does play a part in how I feel. So whatever oil I was feeling, that root one, I think that was the one that aligned me for that moment. And that's the one that I needed. So I'll look into more of what that root chakra one, that oil was, because the second oil, the oil that kind of ranked second for me as I was doing my blindfold test, was one for like the sacral area. So that was another area that I guess might need addressing. And then the third one, guess or not, believe it or not, was for my respiratory area. That was the third oil that I chose, but we ended up only using the one oil that was suited to me. And yeah, I found the session really interesting, and that was done by Linda here and done privately. So I think if you go to one of these Ayurvedic clinics, one of these well-established ones, whether it's Maharishi Ayurveda or some other Ayurvedic clinic, it's going to be a different price for that. But if you get it done by someone that you know, I guess off the books, on the side, kind of a thing, you can get a better price for it. And that's what I got, and that's why I tried it. So I'm happy that I tried it. And yeah, rubbing some oils. It's pretty oily, not super, super oily. In my other video, I talk about the Abhyanga and Shirodhara, which is super oily, but that's like totally different compared to what this Marma Therapy was. So drop a comment if you have experiences with Marma Therapy, if you're thinking of doing it, if you have ever even heard of this kind of thing. It's not common for people outside of this Ayurvedic space to know about this. So if you've ever been recommended it or something like that, drop a comment. Let me know what you think if you've got this done. This is my first time doing it. Really interesting, and I'm happy that I got to try this out here in Fairfield.